Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm going to drive through Colorado National Monument, which I think really should be a national park with Congress's help. Someday it may, along with the Dinosaur National Monument, which should also be a national park. So the Colorado National Monument is mainly the cliff sides just outside on the west side of the city of Grand Junction, Colorado. And you can see those canyons very well from the city. It's a loop road that goes in and out of Grand Junction through the park. And there's a lot of stopovers to stop and take pictures, so I will be doing that as well. Come along with me on my ride through the park. This whole canyon side here is the National Monument. The road goes up onto the crest of it, and a lot of the canyon side you can see from the city, and over here you can see where the rocks are falling down right there. Here's a better, closer up view of this section, and as you can see, people are living just right below the cliff here. Yes, there are tunnels, and from here you get a good look of the canyon sides. Here's another good shot of the canyon side. And you can see the road goes way up there. You can see some cars and campers going up on the high road. Way up there you see them. There are just so many really good shots like this of the canyon. I'm on my motor scooter today, which is the best way to do it. This is another really good shot of the canyon. Here's the first tunnel I'm going through. Here's one of the many trails that you can stop and hike down like these people are doing right there. That was kind of a steep road coming up out of the tunnel. I can't imagine me getting the cold shivers here. Let's give it a look. It's this Overlook with the story of the canyons, and this view here you can see the canyon just makes a dead end right there, and it is really deep. I bet in the winter this high you get cold shivers maybe. And yes, you can see part of the city over there. This is how close it is to town. And here's another good shot. And you can see some homes down there, whatever those buildings are. And gives you a good overall view of this part of the city. And this is a canyon in a canyon. Hanging canyon. Interesting. Wow. Steep vertical sides there. This is quite a view.
We need to go this way. Sorry, she's behind us.
This is the first dead tree I've seen so far. Another vertical cliff. This is a trail that goes down further if you want to hike down. Don't know how far it goes. There's part of the trail, the beginning of it.
I could have traded for another phone, but I know how to run this.
Well, I am definitely not going to do this hike. As you can see here, this is where I am, and it goes a long, long way. And doesn't come back to where you were. This is the Fallen Rock Overlook. Looks like a lot of rocks here have fallen. Well, this says it's a slow fall. Where I was before was right there at the trailhead. And you can see the trail here switching back and forth to go down the canyon. And then you hike way out there. This is called the Highland View, which is a very wide overlook. You got to be careful on this road. It's a good road, but it's 2 lanes in 2 directions. In some places there's just a cliff off the side, so you look up at some interesting view and you can really get distracted. Look at all those antennas up there. Well, now I have hit the peak and I'm on my way downhill on the loop road. There's another overlook point right there I'm fixing to go to. It's some beautiful country, isn't it? It's called Artist Point. I bet they have had a lot of artists come up here and paint this. This shows the colors of the rock. Very nice view. And these rocks are kind of amazing, especially looking at the tops of them. The way it gets carved like that. And over here we have a big cave. See that shadow in the cave? This tells a little bit about how the erosion happened. This is the other side of what I just showed you on those rocks. Right there. Now what's unusual about this view is that if you look down towards the city, there, you can see a lake. How about that? I wonder what lake that is. Looks like an artificial lake, I think. Well, maybe not, because there is the river. And on the other side of the city, you can see the mountains in the far distance. Here's a monument standing up by itself. See the top of it? Here's a view of that monolith from another angle. Here's another nice view. You can see some lakes down there. And also I see more lakes over here. And this column is called the Independence Monument. See the flag there? Somebody put a U.S. flag on top. How about that? And this shows how it was created. Started out with almost nothing, then it started growing, and then it started growing more. And apparently it's now 2 million years old. Here's the view around it. This is how they put the flag up there. They just, rock climbers climbed up it. A bunch of them went up there and planted the flag. So finally I get to the visitor center, which is on the north side of the park. I entered from the south side, so it was a long way getting here. We have a small display room here. And this is a golden eagle. I bet building that road was a very monumental challenge. Using a lot of dynamite, I suspect. Here's the view from the back of the visitor center. And this is the middle. Here are some of the guided ranger programs that they do from time to time. Their campground is right near the visitor center. It's $22 a night with self-registration. There are no hookups at all for $22 a day. By the way, the elevation here is 5740. Well, I guess you get a picnic table. That's about it. Well, unless you're the camp host. Then you get water, sewer, and electric. Nice, but no electric or any hookups for anybody else. And at this view, you're looking off way off into the distance of the whole city and population area and the mountains behind it. When it spreads out like that, it looks like a lake, but it's the river. There's a balanced rock right there. And I am almost the way down. Well, folks, this is the end of the drive. It's been a very pleasant drive, very nice day. Not a cloud in the sky. It's hot here in the summer. But now I'm going to end the video by showing you on the map just the route that I took, which you can go south to north like I did, or you can go north to south. So here's the town of Grand Junction. So you take Monument Boulevard, and that's the way I went. And you can see how the road is jagged back and forth, and you have various stopping points to Overlook. And the visitor center is way over here on the north end of the park. And you can see here how jagged the road is, going back and forth and back and forth. So no matter whether you start on the southern end or the northern end, the first half of your trip is going to be going uphill, second half going downhill. The elevation of Grand Junction is about 4580, and the highest point you'll be getting to is about 6650. And if you want to get back to the point where you started, then you just take this road back. So like if you're coming from Grand Junction, coming back this way, that just makes it a loop trip. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Good day folks.